분식, that's Korean street food. So there's three types of people. Number one is the tteokbokki person, who just loves the tteokbokki, just eating it with the toothpick standing and just Type number two, you walk up to the 포장마차, you get tteokbokki plus tigim, which is Korean tempura. And then you mix the deep fried goodies with the tteokbokki sauce. Very nice. And type number three, you ask for Soondae, which is Korean blood sausage. And you eat that with a little bit of salt on the side, just So I have 500 grams of soondae. This is actually a special kind. It has a garlic inside as a filling, which is always good. The outside is made with a natural pork casing. That's just a nice way to say intestines. It's washed very clean and then flipped inside out. Well, in the old days, it had meat, it had vegetables, but during the Korean War, meat was very scarce. So they swapped it out with vermicelli noodles. Tangmyeon to be specific. Remember, tangmyeon is the noodles we use to make japchae. It's made out of potato starch. So if you go to the street vendors in Seoul, the primary filling of the soondae is all vermicelli noodles. And of course, blood, because it's blood sausage. I'll show you a little bit later, but it doesn't taste meaty at all. The recipe has changed from the old days. If you're a soondae lover like me and you're really going to try this at home, the marts will sell it kind of in this, it's not vacuum sealed, but it's sealed in a plastic package. And the best tip here is don't take it out of the package yet. Bring this water up to boil. And then you can just put this whole right into the pot and we're going to boil it for 5 minutes. The reason after 5 minutes, you just turn off the heat and then we'll just let it chill in this hot water for another 5 minutes. And for our spicy stir fry today, we're going to need a few vegetables. Use one regular sized onion. Again, I'm using these mini ones because I mis-shopped online. Let's chop this into thin pieces. And then let's do about half a carrot. Cut little sections at an angle. Makes it a lot easier to julienne. Just make rough slices. We're doing a stir fry, so it doesn't need to be pretty. Green cabbage, I'm using 1/4 of a whole. Cut down here. Just cut this into thin sections first. And then if you can get 2 good handfuls like that, I think that's the right amount. And finally, some perilla leaves. It just works great as a garnish. It just brings it to a whole nother level. If you don't have this, of course, you can skip it. Tear off the... and then thin, very slicey. Now, I'll take this out of the water. And be careful, it may bite. And we'll take it out. Oh, cut this. It's so hot. I don't know how the ajummas do it in the pojangmatcha. They just go straight in. All right, and this is ready to eat. In Korea, if you go to the food stalls, they'll give you this, some salt on the side, dip it, and you eat it. Now, remember I told you everything was vermicelli noodles? Just take a look. All of that is just noodles. How does it get its black color? Well, that's the blood portion of a blood sausage. That's the blood. Let me grab another piece. This brand, of course, snuck in some garlic, which I wanted to try. Let me try. Oh, that's so good. So you may be curious what this tastes like. The texture is chewy. This doesn't have that irony taste. So when you have like coagulated blood, I've had it in different cuisines, you have a little bit of that kind of gamey, slightly irony taste. This doesn't have it at all. All right, I better stop eating or else we're gonna end up, oh, maybe just this ugly part. Yep. So if you're new to soondae, give a pause here and try it out kind of in its original style without any stir fry or marinade on top. We're going to start off with 2 tablespoons of gochugaru. That's 1 and 2. 1 tablespoon of gochujang. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. That's 1 and 2. Half a tablespoon of sugar. 1 tablespoon of honey. We want the sauce to thicken up a little bit. We're going to do 1 tablespoon of meshil. If you don't have it, you can skip this, but I highly recommend it. Then 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Then 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds, then 4 or 5 shakes of black pepper. Let's give this a little mix-a-roo. Taste. Omo, omo, omo. Very good. Just a little bit of oil to get it started. All right, once it's hot, we're gonna drop in all the vegetables at once. And let's sweat these vegetables out. I would say 2 or 3 minutes, or until you see the carrots start to turn soft. All right, and now if you look at the vegetables, they sweated, they're turning translucent, the carrots look soft. Good time. We're gonna add our soondae to the party, and then we're gonna add in our sauce. Stir everything together. Now for color, I want you to just grab half the strips, mix it in, continue mixing, and then reduce the heat a little bit if you need, and we're gonna just keep cooking until this cabbage turns real soft. Just take a look at that. Ooh. Now I want you to take a sample. Oh, it looks fabulous with the little cabbage piece. Amazing. Amazing. Now this is an optional ingredient, but if you bought perilla powder, tilkekaru, this is a perfect dish where you can add just a little bit over the top, and it adds just another layer of flavor, which is hard to describe. This one is optional, but I like it with it. Wow, it's time to plate. All right, there it is. And we just need a little bit of greenness. Come to mama, more like papa. And dishes like this, we call it Anju, meaning it pairs beautifully with some Korean alcohol. Today's Friday, and one of my favorite things is this rice wine. It's called Makgeolli. Yes, it's made from fermenting rice. And I should actually move this. I've learned my lesson plenty of times. And Makgeolli, it's a traditional drink, but it's gaining popularity again. And just like home brewing, a lot of people are brewing this type of Makgeolli. Traditionally, you drink Makgeolli out of a bowl. There's like this copper one that's like fun to drink out of, it's light, but this will do for today. We get our Anju in the middle, and voila, Bob's your uncle. All right, pretty simple. Now we got that Korean lovin', that spicing all over the top. You know, we love vegetables, so eat some of that cabbage, some perilla leaves. And this is how you eat soondae. It's so good. Come back! Nothing like makgeolli. It's a fun flavor. It's kind of like Sprite mixed with milk. Now, I know that sounds crazy. Yeah, it does sound crazy. I don't know how I drank vodka in college. Peer pressure is Anyhow, it's Friday. If you're the tteokbokki type, go meet with the soondae type. Mix it up, try it out, and introduce some new flavor into your life.